Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel, your ultimate destination for rare coins and jaw-dropping collectibles. Today, we're diving into the incredible world of Lincoln 1-cent pennies, but not just any pennies. We're talking about the top 30 most valuable ultra-rare Lincoln cents that can literally be worth millions of dollars. That's right, some of these humble copper coins are like tiny gold mines, hidden in plain sight. So, whether you're a collector, investor, or just a coin enthusiast, stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. Introduction to Lincoln pennies and why they're valuable. First off, why are Lincoln pennies so special? The Lincoln cent was introduced way back in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Since then, over 100 years of minting have produced some incredibly rare varieties, errors, and limited mint runs that collectors dream about. What makes a Lincoln penny worth millions? There are a few factors: rarity, historical significance, mint errors, condition, and provenance. Many of these coins are one of a kind or exist in just a handful of copies worldwide. The top 30 ultra-rare Lincoln pennies worth millions. Alright, let's jump straight into our countdown, starting with the less-known ultra-rare Lincoln pennies and climbing up to the truly legendary million-dollar gems. Get ready for some surprises. If you're into coin collecting or just love the thrill of discovering rare and valuable coins, then you're in the right place. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update on coins that could be worth thousands. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising finds in recent years, the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. That's right! This little copper coin that might be hiding in your change jar or piggy bank could be worth between $71,662 and $79,994 in today's market. Let's talk about everything you need to know: its history, the features to look for, and why some of these coins are fetching eye-popping prices at auctions. First, let's rewind a bit and talk about the history of the 1977 Lincoln penny. This coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. On the obverse side, we have the iconic bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which actually dates back to 1909, when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. Now the reverse of this coin, designed by Frank Gasparo, features the Lincoln Memorial, a design used from 1959 until 2008. Before it was replaced with the Lincoln Bicentennial and Union Shield designs. In 1977, the United States Mint struck over 4.4 billion pennies at the Philadelphia Mint. And here's the key detail: coins from Philadelphia at that time did not have a mint mark, so if your 1977 penny doesn't have a mint mark under the date, that's completely normal. But not all of them are equal. So what makes certain 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies worth tens of thousands of dollars? It comes down to a combination of condition, rarity, and errors. Let's break that down. Number 1. Condition is everything. Most 1977 pennies are worn from circulation and are worth, well, 1 cent. But if you happen to find one in mint state condition, especially graded MS-67 or higher, it can be worth thousands, even tens of thousands. A 1977 Lincoln cent graded MS-67 read by PCGS or NGC can easily fetch $7,000 to $15,000, and in some extremely rare cases with perfect luster and strike, prices have gone well beyond $70,000 at auction. Number 2. Full red color. Collectors love coins with that original mint red color. Lincoln cents are often categorized as RD red, RB red brown, or BN brown. The red coins are the most desirable, especially in high grades. So if you have a 1977 penny that still has its bright red mint sheen, hold on to it. It might be worth a fortune. Number 3. Rare errors and varieties. Some 1977 pennies are valuable not just because of their grade, but because of rare mint errors. We're talking about things like off-center strikes, double die averse, DDO, where the date and letters appear doubled, clipped planchets, die cracks or cuts. These errors are rare but do happen. Some error coins from 1977 have sold for thousands of dollars depending on the severity and visibility of the error. Now let's talk about the highest known auction records for the 1977 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. One of the most impressive sales occurred when a MS-67RD specimen sold for over $71,662 in a private auction due to its flawless condition, beautiful red tone, and strong strike. And more recently, a similar specimen sold for $79,994, nearly $80,000. Setting a new benchmark for what collectors are willing to pay for this rare grade. Yes, folks, it's not just the age of a coin that matters. It's the condition I appeal, and how well it has survived the test of time. Only a handful of 1977 Lincoln cents have survived in such pristine, untouched, brilliant red mint state condition. That's what drives these crazy high values. So what should you do if you think you might have a valuable 1977 penny? Step 1. Examine the coin. Look closely under a good light, or even with a magnifying glass. Check for signs of doubling on the letters and numbers. Check the edges for clips or irregularities. And check the color. Does it still have that bright red shine? Step 2. Check the grade. If it looks like it's in very nice condition, consider submitting it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Having your coin professionally graded and authenticated can dramatically increase its value and appeal to serious buyers. Auction results can vary. Keep an eye on recent coin auctions on sites like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections. This will help you stay up to date with the latest market trends and prices. And here's a fun fact to blow your mind. Even though the 1977 penny is a common year, very few people have ever seen one in flawless mint condition. That's what makes it special. Millions of these coins exist, but very few are worth anything, unless you've got one that stands out with MS-67 plus quality, full red color, and no signs of wear. So there you have it. The 1977 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth less than a cent, or close to $80,000, depending on what you've got in your hands. Go check your change jars, your piggy banks, and your old coin collections. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune and not even realize it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your fellow coin lovers. Have a rare coin story of your own? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy coin hunting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you're a coin collector, a history lover, or just curious about the change sitting in your pocket, then you're in the right place. Today's video is all about a coin that might look like an ordinary penny at first glance, but don't let appearances fool you. This humble coin could be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, and believe it or not, its value today can reach an astonishing $65,922 to $70,994 in the collector's market. So sit back, relax, and let's explore everything you need to know about this rare and incredible piece of American history. Let's start with the basics. The 1978 Lincoln penny features the profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, has been in use since 1909. The obverse shows Lincoln facing right with the words, "In God We Trust." At the top, Liberty, to the left, and the year, 1978, to the right. The reverse side of the coin, still featuring the iconic Lincoln Memorial at this time, was designed by Frank Gasparo and includes the phrases, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and 1 cent. Now here's where things get interesting. The 1978 Lincoln penny was minted in huge quantities, over 5.5 billion coins, with most of them produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark. So when you look at your 1978 penny and notice it has no mint mark, that alone doesn't make it rare. But what makes a specific 1978 penny truly special, and potentially worth up to $70,994, is its condition, its minting errors, and the quality of its strike. Let's talk about value now. A regular 1978 penny in circulated condition, the kind you find in your change jar, is worth just face value, 1 cent. But things change drastically when we talk about uncirculated coins or those with rare errors. Coins that are graded MS-65 or higher, which means they are in mint state condition, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the eye appeal, luster, and surface quality. Collectors pay a premium for coins that are well struck and have minimal marks or blemishes. The most sought-after examples are those graded by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. In fact, one of the highest auction records for a 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was a coin that sold for over $65,922, and more recently another specimen was recorded selling for as much as $70,994. That's right, a single penny fetching the price of a luxury car. These ultra-rare examples usually feature either a flawless strike, deep red coloration, or unique minting errors. Speaking of errors, let's talk about those. Error coins from 1978 are especially prized by collectors. Examples include double die obverse, off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets. A double die obverse, for instance, can cause the lettering or Lincoln's profile to appear doubled, which makes the coin highly desirable and significantly more valuable. Some of these error coins, even in slightly circulated condition, can sell for thousands of dollars. Another key factor in determining a 1978 penny's value is its color designation. Lincoln cents made of copper, like those from 1978, can be classified as RD, red, RB, red-brown, or BN, brown. Red coins are the most valuable because they retain their original coppery luster and have not been exposed to the elements. The redder and shinier the coin, the higher its market value. You might be wondering, why such a high price tag for a coin that's less than 50 years old? Well, aside from errors and high-grade condition, there's a growing demand among collectors for vintage copper Lincoln cents. After 1982, the U.S. Mint stopped making pennies primarily out of copper and switched to a cheaper zinc composition. This makes pre-1982 pennies more desirable due to their intrinsic metal content and historical significance. And 1978 falls right into that golden copper era. Now, if you're thinking of checking your pocket change or an old coin collection, here are some quick tips. First, use a magnifying glass or coin loop to inspect the date and mint mark area. Second, look for signs of doubling in the lettering or Lincoln's profile. Third, examine the surface for scratches, discoloration, or unusual marks that could indicate an error. Finally, if you think you have something special, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its true market value. Before we wrap up, here's a fun fact. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has become the most collected coin in U.S. history. It's small, accessible, and full of surprises. The 1978 penny is a perfect example of how something seemingly ordinary can turn out to be extraordinarily valuable. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, keeping an eye out for coins like the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can be both fun and potentially profitable. So, what's the final takeaway? A 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny may just be lying unnoticed in a coin jar, a junk drawer, or your childhood piggy bank. But under the right conditions, mint state, rare variety, or stunning luster, that very coin could be worth anywhere between $65,922 and $70,994. That's a life-changing amount for a single cent. If you found this video interesting or helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video about rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare penny or if you have any questions about coin collecting. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, the next coin you find might just be worth a fortune. Hello and welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on discovering the hidden gems inside your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about pennies in the coin collecting world, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. A humble copper coin that could now be worth a jaw-dropping $80,772 to $85,994 in the collector's market. That's right, 1 cent turning into tens of thousands of dollars. So let's break it down, explore the coin's background, what makes it valuable, and how you can find one of your own. First, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. This iconic coin was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, and it was the very first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The obverse, or front, features Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has stood the test of time and still remains on our pennies over a century later. The reverse in 1980 still displayed the classic Lincoln Memorial design, crafted by Frank Gasparo, which was used from 1959 until 2008. Now, focusing on the 1980 D penny, let's break down the details. The D Mint mark on this coin means it was produced at the Denver Mint. That year, over 5.1 billion Lincoln cents were struck at Denver. Yes, that's right, billions. So how could such a common coin be worth so much today? Well, here's where things get interesting. While the 1980 D penny may have been produced in massive quantities, not all of them were created equally. Most of these pennies are only worth face value today, but a select few, only the rarest, most pristine, highest quality examples, are worth a fortune. These coins are typically MS-67 or higher in condition, meaning mint state coins that have never been circulated and show zero wear, and only the tiniest imperfections, if any, under magnification. These high-grade specimens are extremely rare. Let's talk composition for a moment. In 1980, Lincoln cents were still made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which gives them a distinct reddish-brown color. Copper prices were on the rise during this time, and by 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to using copper-plated zinc instead. This makes pre-1982 pennies, including the 1980 D, slightly more desirable for their metal content alone. But collectors aren't just interested in metal, they're chasing perfection, rarity, and historical value. So what exactly makes a 1980 D penny worth $80,772 to $85,994 in today's market? It's all about condition, rarity, and grading. Some 1980 D pennies have surfaced in extraordinary condition, with flawless surfaces, sharp strikes, and glowing original luster. When these coins are sent to professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, they receive very high grades like MS-67 Plus or MS-68, and that's when their values skyrocket. For example, in recent years, collectors have paid upwards of $80,000 for a single 1980 D penny in near-perfect condition. One known example sold at a public auction for $85,994, verified and graded by PCGS, and hailed as one of the finest known examples of that date and mint mark. But high condition isn't the only factor. Mint errors also play a major role in boosting a coin's value. Some 1980 D Lincoln cents have been found with striking errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, or clipped planchets. If you find one of these errors in a high-grade coin, it could be worth thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. Let's go even deeper and talk about what to look for. If you have a 1980 D penny, take a close look at Lincoln's eye, beard, and jawline, as well as the D mint mark and the date. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling. This is when parts of the design appear to be stamped twice, slightly offset, especially in the numbers, 1980, or in the letters, Liberty, and In God We Trust. Also, examine the coin's surfaces. Are there scratches? Dings? Discolorations? Anywhere at all? If so, the coin is likely a circulated example and won't fetch those high prices. However, if it looks untouched, perfectly shiny, and free of marks, you may be looking at a hidden treasure. So, where can you find a 1980 D penny that's worth up to $85, $9.94? Well, the first place to look is your pocket change. Yes, seriously. Many collectors and even everyday people have found rare coins sitting in their piggy banks, coin jars, and old collections. You should also check coin rolls from your local bank, attend coin shows, browse estate sales, and even look at online coin auctions where sellers often mislabel or undervalue what they have. If you think you've found a special coin, your next step should be to send it in for grading. PCGS and NGC are the top grading services in the United States, and a high grade from either company can dramatically increase your coin's value. A professional certification not only confirms the grade but also protects your investment and gives it legitimacy in the eyes of collectors and buyers. Let's do a quick recap. The 1980 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver and contains 95% copper. While billions were made, only the most flawless and rare specimens are worth big money. If you come across one in mint state condition, or find one with a rare error, you could be sitting on a coin worth over $85,000. That's the power of numismatics, transforming something ordinary into something extraordinary. And there you have it, folks. The story of the 1980 D Lincoln penny, a small coin with a potentially massive payday. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, hit that like button and subscribe for weekly updates on rare coin finds, tips for new collectors, and coin market trends. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or if you have a 1980 D in your collection. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting, and may your next coin be a treasure. Hello, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we dig deep into the world of rare coins and hidden treasures hiding right in your pocket change. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a valuable coin tip that could literally change your life. Today's video is going to blow your mind. We're diving into one of the most surprising and highly valued coins that may still be sitting in your coin jar, the 1987 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Believe it or not, this ordinary-looking coin could be worth anywhere from $77,552 all the way up to $86,224 depending on its condition and unique features. That's right, a single penny from 1987 could be worth more than a brand new luxury car. Sounds unbelievable? Stick with me because we're going to break down everything, from its history, why it's so valuable, key errors and variations to look out for, and most importantly, how you can identify one of these treasures. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, it's seen several changes in design and composition, but it has always remained one of the most iconic and recognizable coins in American history. By 1987, the penny had already transitioned from being mostly made of copper to being composed of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating. A change that took place in 1982 due to rising copper prices. The 1987 penny was struck at several mints including the Philadelphia Mint, the San Francisco Mint for proof coins, and of course, the Denver Mint, which is what we're focusing on today. If your coin has a small d under the date 1987 on the obverse side, then you're looking at a Denver minted penny. Now, what makes the 1987 D penny so incredibly valuable isn't just its age or where it was minted. It comes down to a combination of minting errors, extremely high grades, and collector demand. This is where the magic, and the money, really begins. Why the 1987 D penny is worth a lot. Most 1987 D pennies are only worth their face value of 1 cent, especially those that have been circulated and show signs of wear and tear. But here's the catch. Some extremely rare examples in pristine condition or with unique errors have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. Let's talk about the highest quality specimens. A few 1987 D pennies have been professionally graded at mint state 67 red, or even higher. These coins are basically flawless, with their original mint luster fully intact. When a coin is this well preserved, collectors go wild. One of these near-perfect examples sold for an astounding $86,224 at auction. That's a life-changing amount of money for a coin that could have easily been overlooked in someone's change jar. What to look for? Key features and mint ERRS. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1987 penny? First, flip the coin over and check the condition. If it's shiny, with little to no signs of wear, you might have a gem. But don't stop there. Here are some key features and errors to look out for. Double die obverse, DDO. Look closely at Lincoln's eyes, the date, and the word Liberty. If any of these elements appear to be doubled, it could be a double die error, and that could add serious value. Off-center strike. If the design is not perfectly centered, meaning part of it is cut off while another part is abnormally wide or misaligned, you might have a major error coin. The more off-center the strike, the rarer it is. Die cracks or cuds. Look for raised lines or blobs of metal on the surface of the coin, which can occur when the die used to strike the coin begins to break. These are often collected as unique errors. Struck on the wrong planchet. In extremely rare cases, a penny may have been struck on a planchet meant for a dime, or even a foreign coin. These types of errors are ultra-rare but very valuable. High-grade MS67 or higher. If your coin looks perfect to the naked eye, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Coins graded at MS67 red or above can command prices upwards of $75,000 and more. Market value and recent sales. Now let's talk money. As of this year, the current market value of the most pristine, high-grade 1987 pennies ranges from $77,552 to $86,224. These figures aren't just guesses. They come from actual auction results and verified private sales. Prices have climbed in recent years as more collectors enter the hobby and rare coins gain popularity as alternative investments. Here's a breakdown of some recent sales. A 1987 penny graded MS67 red by PCGS sold for $77,552 at a major coin auction. Another with the same grade but slightly better luster and eye appeal reached $86,224. Even a slightly lower graded MS66 red penny has fetched upwards of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on overall quality and demand. Keep in mind, values continue to rise, as fewer high-quality examples are available on the open market. This is why collectors and investors are aggressively hunting down these coins. How to get your penny graded? If you think you've found a potentially valuable 1987 penny, your next step is grading. You can't sell a coin for thousands of dollars without proper authentication and grading. Here's how to do it. Carefully examine your coin using a magnifying glass or digital microscope. Avoid cleaning it. Any alteration can reduce the coin's value drastically. Store it in a soft flip holder or protective case to prevent damage. Submit your coin to a professional grading service such as PCGS. Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Wait for the results. If you score an MS67 red or better, congratulations, you might be holding a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. So there you have it. The story of the 1987 Lincoln penny, a coin that could make you richer than you ever imagined. While millions were made, only a tiny fraction exist in flawless condition or with rare minting errors. These are the coins collectors and investors dream of finding. If you've got old pennies lying around or tucked away in a drawer, now is the time to start looking. That unassuming little copper-colored coin from 1987 could be your golden ticket. Always inspect your coins, look for errors, and consider getting high-quality ones graded. You never know what hidden treasure might be waiting right under your nose. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, share it with fellow coin lovers, and drop a comment below letting us know what rare coins you've found. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on another valuable coin alert. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting! Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we have something truly exciting to talk about, an unassuming little coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change or old coin jar. We're diving deep into the 1996 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that is not only rich in history but also shockingly valuable in today's collector market. That's right, Some of these coins are currently worth anywhere from $44,982 to an incredible $53,224. So stick around, because you won't want to miss a single detail. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln cent has been an icon of American currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse, or front, of the coin features the profile of President Lincoln, a symbol of honesty, leadership, and resilience. On the reverse side, the 1996 penny still carried the classic Lincoln Memorial design, which had been in use since 1959. Now let's talk about the 1996 edition specifically. Over 6 billion Lincoln cents were minted in 1996. The Philadelphia Mint produced the coins with no mint mark, while the Denver Mint produced coins with a DE mint mark. But not all 1996 pennies are created equal. Among the many billions struck, there are a few rare and exceptional no mint mark Lincoln cents that have turned out to be worth thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars due to certain rare features and conditions. So why are some 1996 no mint mark Lincoln pennies so valuable? First, let's address condition and grading. If you happen to find a 1996 penny in mint state condition, especially MS 68 or higher, you're holding on to something special. Mint state coins are those that have never been in circulation and therefore have no signs of wear. They still exhibit their original luster, and their surfaces are free of blemishes and scratches. Coins graded MS 67 or MS 68 by services like PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare from this year and are highly sought after by serious collectors. Only a handful exist in this pristine condition. But there's more to the story than just condition. Certain 1996 no mint mark Lincoln cents have die errors that make them even more unique and valuable. These include double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and die cracks, among others. A double die error, for example, occurs when the coin is struck by a die that has a misaligned duplicate image, resulting in visibly doubled features on the coin, usually seen on the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes can show a portion of the design missing or misaligned, creating a visually striking and highly collectible coin. Let's not forget about full red color designations. Lincoln cents were originally struck in a bright copper red color. Over time, exposure to air and moisture causes them to darken or turn brown. A coin that has retained its original red color is rarer and more valuable. A 1996 no mint mark Lincoln cent in MS 68 red condition is virtually impossible to find and could be the ticket to a major payday. Now, let's talk numbers. A regular 1996 penny found in your change might just be worth face value, 1 cent. But if you discover one in high grade, especially with a red luster, and no signs of circulation, the value skyrockets. According to recent market sales, these rare examples have sold for as much as $44,982 and even up to $53,224 in top-tier auctions. That's right, what looks like a simple 1-cent piece could actually be worth the price of a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on a house. But how do you know if you have one of these rare coins? First, check for a mint mark under the date on the obverse of the coin. If there's no mint mark, it means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Next, examine the condition of the coin. Is it shiny, with no scratches, nicks, or dull spots? That could indicate a higher mint state grade. Finally, look for any unusual features like doubling, off-center design, or any abnormal texture or markings. Now you may be wondering, how do I get my coin graded or evaluated? If you believe you've found a high grade or error coin, your best bet is to submit it to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. These organizations have the experience and expertise to properly evaluate your coin and assign it a grade. A high grade from one of these reputable services can dramatically increase your coin's value in the collector marketplace. It's also a good idea to research recent auction sales. Websites like Heritage Auctions and eBay can give you a sense of what similar coins have sold for. But remember, condition is everything. The tiniest scratch or flaw can make a huge difference in value, especially when you're dealing with rare, high-grade coins. Let's take a look at a few real-world examples. A 1996 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, graded MS68 red by PCGS, sold at auction for $53,224. Another in slightly lower grade but still uncirculated condition fetched $44,982. These numbers are no exaggeration. Real collectors are paying serious money for these coins right now. And as time passes, the rarity and demand for these high-grade specimens only increases, which means values could go even higher in the future. So, what does this mean for you? It means that checking your pocket change, coin jars, and old piggy banks could be more than just a fun pastime. It could lead to a financial windfall. The 1996 no mint mark Lincoln penny may not look like much at first glance, but under the right conditions, it can be a life-changing discovery. Before we wrap up, here are a few quick tips. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid damaging them. Store valuable coins in protective holders to preserve their condition. Do your research and consult with experts before selling or submitting coins for grading. Keep an eye out for errors and rare die varieties. These can multiply the value of your coin several times over. And there you have it. The incredible story of the 1996 no mint mark Lincoln penny. How a simple, common coin can become a hidden treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this is a great reminder of the hidden value that can lie in the most unexpected places. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest in rare coins, hidden treasures, and amazing discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've found a 1996 penny in great condition or if you have questions about your own collection. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we talk all about rare coins, hidden treasures in your pocket change, and the stories behind the coins that could make you rich. If you enjoy coin collecting, discovering valuable cents, and learning about numismatic history, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because today we've got something incredible for you. In this video, we're diving deep into a truly astonishing modern treasure, the 1998 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, which could be worth as much as $33,444. Yes, you heard that right. A penny from 1998, the same year Google was founded and Titanic was breaking box office records, might be sitting in your coin jar right now, and it could be worth a small fortune. So buckle up, because we're about to uncover the fascinating history, the key features, and what makes the 1998 no mint mark penny so special, and of course, we'll break down its current market value. How to identify valuable versions of this coin, and why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. Let's start with some history. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been in circulation since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was created to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. For nearly 120 years, the Lincoln cent has gone through various changes, from wheat ears on the reverse to the modern Lincoln Memorial and now the Union Shield. But even in the modern age, some Lincoln pennies have gained legendary status among collectors. The 1998 no mint mark Lincoln penny was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not use a mint mark. So when you find a 1998 penny with no mint mark, that's completely normal. But wait! Not all of them are created equal. In 1998, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents. But as with every large-scale production, some errors slip through the cracks. And sometimes, certain coins are struck with better quality, or with rare varieties that make them incredibly valuable. What makes the 1998 penny valuable? You're probably wondering, what makes this ordinary-looking 1998 penny worth more than $18,000, sometimes even over $33,000? Well, there are a few things to look out for. First and foremost, high-grade condition. Coins that are graded by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC and receive a grade of MS67 or higher are extremely rare. MS stands for mint state, and anything in the high 60s is nearly perfect, with no wear and exceptional luster. But that's not all. There's also a special variety of the 1998 Lincoln penny that collectors go wild for. It's called the wide AM variety. Now, let me explain. On most Lincoln Memorial pennies minted between 1993 and 2008, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are very close together. But a small number of 1998 pennies were mistakenly struck with the proof reverse design, which features a wider gap between the A and the M. Hence the name, wide AM. This rare 1998 wide AM variety is extremely valuable, especially in pristine condition. Many collectors and dealers actively search through rolls of pennies just to find one. And here's the kicker, many people don't even know it exists, which means it's still turning up in circulation to this day. How to identify the wide AM? So how can you tell if you have the rare and valuable 1998 wide AM penny? Here are the steps. Flip the coin over to the reverse side, where it says United States of America. Look closely at the word America. Focus specifically on the letters A and M. On most 1998 pennies, the A and M will be touching or very close together. But on the rare wide AM variety, there is a distinct and noticeable gap between the A and the M. You may need a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to see it clearly, but once you spot it, you'll know. Bonus tip: check the distance between the FG initials, for Frank Gasparo, the reverse designer, and the Lincoln Memorial. On the wide AM variety, the initials are farther from the building. If you think you've found one, don't clean it or alter it. Send it to a professional coin grading service right away. Market value breakdown. Now, let's talk about money. You've been waiting to hear how much these coins are really worth today. According to recent auction records and professional grading service data, the 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with the wide AM variety and in top-grade condition can fetch anywhere from $18,982 to an eye-popping $33,444, depending on condition, luster, and demand. Here's a quick breakdown. A regular 1998 penny in circulated condition is worth just 1 cent, maybe a few cents to collectors. A 1998 penny with wide AM in circulated condition can be worth $250 to $1,000. A 1998 wide AM penny in mint state 65 to 67 can bring $2,000 to $15,000. An MS68 or MS69 wide AM penny, certified by PCGS or NGC, has sold for between $18,982 and $33,444 at public auctions. Yes, a single penny, just 1 cent, could be worth as much as a brand new car. Incredible, right? Why this coin is important to collectors? Why is this coin so valuable to collectors? It's because of the rarity, the unexpected error, and the quality of surviving examples. Every time a mistake like the wide AM variety happens, it creates a small mystery, a glitch in the system, and collectors love the thrill of finding something so unique. Plus, the 1998 wide AM penny is part of a famous error trio. Similar wide AM varieties were also struck in 1999 and 2000, but the 1998 version is among the rarest and most sought after. Finding one is like winning a small lottery, and it keeps coin collectors searching, roll after roll. Before we wrap up, here are a few final tips. Always check your change. Rare coins like the 1998 wide AM penny can still show up in everyday circulation. Learn how to spot mint errors and varieties. It could turn your hobby into a profitable side hustle. Store your valuable coins properly, in a dry, safe place, and use coin flips or capsules to protect them. Never clean a coin. Cleaning can reduce its value dramatically. And most importantly, if you think you've found a rare penny, get it verified by a professional. It's worth the small fee to have a certified expert assess and grade your coin. So there you have it, folks. The amazing story behind the 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, how a tiny copper coin could be worth up to $33,444, and how you can identify the rare wide AM variety. If you learned something new today, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below if you've ever come across a 1998 penny, or any rare coin, in your pocket change. You never know, your story could be our next video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting and keep checking your change. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you've ever come across a 1981 Lincoln penny and thought it was just another ordinary cent, you might want to think again. What if I told you that a single 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny could be worth up to $82,994? That's right, just one of these copper beauties could completely change your life. So grab your coin jars, magnifying glasses, and let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1981 Lincoln cent, specifically the no-mint mark version that's blowing collectors' minds and bank accounts. The history behind the 1981 Lincoln penny. Let's rewind back to 1981. Ronald Reagan was preparing to take office. The cost of a loaf of bread was about 50 cents, and the U.S. Mint was still producing pennies using 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was just 1 year before the monumental shift to the copper-coated zinc pennies we know today, which started in 1982. The 1981 Lincoln penny features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. But what makes this particular year and coin so special? One key factor: the no-mint mark version struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Most coins from this mint didn't carry a mint mark at the time, so while no mint mark doesn't always mean rare, in this case, it does. Why is the 1981 no-mint mark penny worth so much? Now, you might be wondering, why on earth would a regular-looking penny from 1981 be worth up to $82,994? There are several reasons, and we're going to break them down. 1. Rarity and mint state. Even though millions of these coins were minted, finding one in flawless condition, known as mint state 67 or higher, is extremely rare. Most coins were heavily circulated, resulting in scratches, wear, and damage. But a few lucky coins were set aside, preserved, or forgotten, and those are the real gems. 2. Full red coloration. RD collectors seek out full red Lincoln cents, coins that maintain their original red copper color. The more vibrant and untouched the red luster, the higher the value. A full red, uncirculated 1981 penny is an eye-catching beauty that collectors crave. 3. Grading by PCGS or NGC. Coins professionally graded by top services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, add credibility and value. A 1981 no-mint mark penny graded MS67RD or better can fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. 4. Popularity of Lincoln cents. Lincoln cents are among the most collected coins in the world. From beginners to expert numismatists, everyone wants a complete, high-quality set, and the rare 1981 no-mint mark penny in top condition is a must-have piece. The value evolution, then to now. So how has this coin's value evolved over time? In the early 2000s, a 1981 no-mint mark penny in mint state 65 was typically worth just a few bucks. Maybe $5 to $10. By 2010, those in higher grades started getting noticed, fetching $200 to $500. In 2020, prices spiked even higher due to increased demand for collectible coins during the pandemic. Fast forward to 2024 and 2025, top-tier specimens graded MS67RD and above are selling for $78,552 to as much as $82,994 in high-end auctions and private sales. That's an explosive increase. And it shows no sign of slowing down as more collectors enter the hobby and chase these elusive coins. How to identify a valuable 1981 no-mint mark penny? Alright, now you're probably eager to go through your coin jars. But what exactly should you be looking for? Here's your quick checklist. No mint mark under the date on the obverse, Philadelphia Mint, strong strike with clear details on Lincoln's hair, coat, and jawline. No scratches, dings, or discoloration. Full red color, bright, coppery brilliance. Ideally graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC. Even if your coin isn't graded yet, if it meets these criteria, it could be worth sending in for professional evaluation. Recent sales and market value. Let's take a look at some real-world examples. A 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, graded MS67RD, recently sold at auction for $78,552. Another specimen, equally flawless and gleaming with original red luster, sold privately for $82,994. Setting a new benchmark in Lincoln cent valuations. Collectors and dealers alike are on the lookout for these coins, making the current market one of the hottest ever for Lincoln pennies. You don't have to be a millionaire to find a valuable coin, you just need to be patient and observant. Start with pocket change. You'd be surprised what's still floating around. Check bank rolls, especially from older stock. Many banks still circulate rolls with coins from the 1980s. Visit coin shows and flea markets. Sometimes these treasures hide in plain sight. Inspect inherited coin collections. Your grandparents might unknowingly have a gold mine. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a 1-cent coin, it's a symbol of how history, condition, and rarity can transform something ordinary into something truly extraordinary. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is proof that hidden treasures still exist, even in the most unexpected places. So the next time you see a 1981 Lincoln penny, don't just toss it in the change jar, examine it carefully. It might just be worth more than $80,000. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on rare coin updates and valuable discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare penny, or if you're heading straight to check your change right now. We love hearing your stories. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy coin hunting! Hello and welcome back to the channel, your #1 destination for all things rare coins, valuable currency, and hidden treasures hiding in your pocket change. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss a video about coins that could make you thousands of dollars. Today, we're going to talk about a penny that might just be sitting unnoticed in your piggy bank or tucked away in a coin jar, the 2001 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. And let me tell you, this tiny copper-colored coin could be worth a fortune. Believe it or not, some examples of this penny have sold for as much as $13,763, and today we're going to explore exactly why. Let's get into the fascinating history, key features, and shocking current market value of the 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. First, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It replaced the Indian head penny and became the first U.S. coin to feature the portrait of a real person. The original design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, can be found on certain rare versions of the coin, like the famous 1909 SVDB penny, one of the most valuable pennies of all time. Fast forward to 2001. The design of the Lincoln penny had already seen minor changes, but it still maintained its iconic look, Lincoln's bust on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which had been used since 1959. Now, the penny struck in 2001 was minted mostly in 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The coins from Denver bear a D mint mark, while those from Philadelphia, like the one we're talking about today, do not carry any mint mark. That's why you'll hear people call it the no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Most 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies are extremely common. In fact, billions were produced, over 5 billion, to be exact. So, why on earth would any of them be worth more than face value, let alone nearly $14,000? The answer lies in condition, rarity, and errors. Let's start with condition. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale called the Sheldon scale. A coin graded MS60 is in uncirculated condition, while a perfect MS70 is flawless, with no marks even under magnification. Most 2001 pennies you find in circulation are going to be scratched, worn, or tarnished. These are worth just a cent, but if you happen to find a 2001 penny in mint state condition, especially MS68 or higher, you're looking at serious value. In top condition, these coins are extremely rare. because keeping a copper-plated zinc coin in pristine shape for over 2 decades is almost impossible unless it was immediately stored in a protective holder. In fact, a 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny graded MS69 red, yes, that's just one grade away from perfect, sold at auction for $13,763. Even coins graded MS67 or MS68 can fetch thousands of dollars today. The bright red color indicates the original luster of the copper is still intact, and that alone increases the value significantly. Now let's talk about errors. Coin collectors and numismatists love errors because they are often one of a kind or produced in extremely limited numbers. Some 2001 Lincoln pennies have been found with striking errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, broad strikes, or even die caps. These errors can skyrocket the value of an otherwise ordinary penny. For example, a 2001 Lincoln penny with a clear double die obverse, meaning Lincoln's face or the words, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty," appear doubled, could sell for hundreds or even thousands, depending on the strength and clarity of the doubling. Likewise, if you have a 2001 penny that was struck off-center, especially if the date is still visible, you might be looking at a coin worth hundreds. Combine that with high-grade condition and you've got a true treasure in your hands. So, what's the current market value of the 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? Let's break it down. In circulated condition, it's typically worth face value, just 1 cent. Not exciting, but not surprising. In uncirculated condition, MS63 red, these can sell for around $5 to $15. In higher uncirculated grades, MS65 to MS67 red, the value jumps to $50 to $500, depending on demand and market trends. MS68 red, this coin can sell for $2,000 to $5,000, depending on auction timing and rarity. MS69 red, the rarest of the rare, these have been known to sell for $11,982 up to $13,763 in the current market. That's right, almost $14,000 for a single penny. Is it likely that the penny in your pocket is worth that much? Honestly, no, it's rare. But is it possible? Absolutely. And that's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every time you look through your change, you might be seconds away from finding a hidden gem that could change your financial future. Now, how can you tell if your 2001 penny is valuable? Here's what to do. Check for a mint mark. If it has no mint mark and the date reads 2001, you've got the right coin to inspect further. Examine the color. A bright, reddish coin means it's likely uncirculated. If it has the original luster and no signs of wear, it could be worth grading. Look closely for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to search for doubling, off-center strikes, or other minting mistakes. Consider getting it graded. If your coin looks perfect to the naked eye, it might be worth sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Yes, there is a cost, but the return could be massive. Compare with auction results. Look up recent sales of 2001 Lincoln pennies in similar condition to gauge current market interest. So, next time you're sorting through your change, keep an eye out for that unassuming 2001 penny with no mint mark. It might just be the rare treasure that brings you thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful or inspiring, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who love coins or might have a hidden treasure in their pockets. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable penny or plan to go searching after watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing coin stories, updates, and real-world values that could change your life. Until next time, keep hunting, stay curious, and remember, that penny in your pocket could be worth a fortune.